Am I the asshole for refusing to see other options for a girl and pressing charges for what she did to my son's car? My 39 years old male son, 17 years old. Bryce dated our neighbor Lana, 17 years old, for a year. They broke up mid-Jan for reasons I don't know. I won't sugarcoat this, I never liked Lana. She always seemed a little unhinged, controlling and aggressive. She's always demanding Bryce's attention, and there were quite a few times when she showed up on our house out of nowhere, whether it was 7 a.m. or 11 p.m. because Bryce wasn't answering his phone, screaming and calling him a cheater when it wasn't like that. The thought of our son getting abused by his GF made us worried so much. My wife and I tried to talk him out of that relationship. We said how that it wasn't normal nor healthy. We didn't want to force the break-up because we feared Lana would lash out to him, so we tried to do it in a sneaky way. We don't know if it worked, but they ended up breaking up. He said that after he broke up with her, Lana didn't contacted him, which was weird because he expected her to go nuts, but I told him that if fate didn't give him shit he better not tease it. Now the problem is that we bought my son a car for Christmas, nothing fancy but enough to get him to school, his job and eventually college. He parks it in our driveway outside our home. Ever since the month began we had been finding scratches all over the car. We know Lana was doing it, but since it was minimal my son decided to not do anything even if we could prove that it was her. We've CCTV. Still, something smelled bad for me, so I decided to switch one of the cameras facing his car directly just in case. Well, 2 weeks ago we got up and we found my son's car covered in a lot of shit. Paint, glue, feathers, confetti. The door handles were wrecked, flat tires, paint all over the windows. You get the picture. Bryce and my wife were so distraught. We called the police and I handed them the CCTV that showed Lana and her brother, 23 years old, destroying my son's car. We pressed charges and needles to say. Lana's brother went straight to jail. But since she's still a minor her parents want to make a deal, but I refused. I don't think she should get a way out. Before the police was here she was laughing her ass off and she tried to play it cool. If she thought this was funny then she's old enough to face the consequences. My wife and I want to stand our ground. They said they'll buy my son a better car and put Lana on therapy, but is not enough. Am I the asshole?